Sometimes, like, I get in my car and I sit very still, and I sit in here for about 30 minutes to an hour gathering my thoughts, trying to figure this shit out. Like, life is very hard, and there's so many things that are driving you in so many different directions that cause you to be conflicted with yourself. Like, positive self-image in the Black community is not big, only because it's just like you're constantly comparing yourself, and it's constantly a different narrative being pushed about what beauty is and what that looks like. And so, like, little brown girls, like, I just want to be an inspiration for y'all.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for thinking about me. Even not my birthday, but thank you.
Know it. I love y'all. Okay.
Every girl knows makeup makes you feel pretty. It makes you feel like, oh my gosh, like I'm the shit. And that's because makeup hides the flaws that we don't want the world to see. I literally would wear makeup everywhere I went. And being on this journey of trying to find my beauty and my true self, I stopped wearing makeup as much. I think I stopped wearing makeup for a year. I wanted to cleanse, and I wanted to love myself for me. I wanted to be able to embrace my flaws to its entirety and not hide them behind makeup. And now I know I have makeup on now, and that's because I just love to play in makeup more so, but I don't really wear makeup out in public like that anymore. And I'm so proud of myself because I'm learning to love myself, and I'm learning to accept myself, and I'm learning to have others see me the way they see me and to accept that, and there's nothing I can do to change that. Pain is temporary. Pain is a part of life. And I am grateful for it because pain woke me up to the things that I did not see and the things that I was not doing. And when you reach your breaking point where you absolutely feel like there is nothing left in you that you can give, is when you see yourself move. Just because you're going through something doesn't mean you should just shut out the world and live in sorrow and victim. Feel the emotions, feel the pain. I cry every day. But each cry makes me stronger. Each cry is less. I started out crying like maybe 3-4 times. And as I move down the days, I want to get to where I only cry once a day. I feel like that's healthy to get that emotion out and feel how I feel. Like, I know everybody sees me now and they just see the made up me, but it's like it took me a long time to get here. Like, I didn't get here overnight. It was a process, and I'm still going through the process. So yesterday I got diagnosed with Bellspalsy. It's a little depressing, especially because you can't hide it and it's on your face. I still not really blinking, mouth still turned, so it's not really anything or any other changes that I've seen. I moved to Atlanta about 3 years ago, and I told myself, I was 22 years at the time, and I told myself, you know, when you get to Atlanta, you gotta get it. You know, I'm doing my style, so I'm trying to do photography, videography, trying to get in the game. So I was, you know, moving and shaking. I was stressed out like 95% of the time. But I just knew, like, that's what it takes to be famous. You know, that's what it takes to be a mogul. I had made deadlines for myself. I just knew, like, by the time I was 25, 26, I was gonna have all the answers. September 9th, 2018, I will never forget this day. I have Jai, he drive me to the hospital, and I get there and they tell me, oh, you have Bell's palsy. And so I'm saying to myself, like, what the heck is Bell's palsy? And they're like, it's half of your face becomes paralyzed and you have temporary facial paralysis. And the thing about Bell's palsy is they don't know how long it will last. It can last up to a month, 6 months, a year, who knows?
Face is fucked up. So I'm gonna have to use this filter for like 6 months. So that way y'all can tell my face is fucked up.
I'm a person who suffers with self-confidence issues. I'm a person who doesn't like to be noticed. I would just want to live in the shadows. And I'm a person who just thought that I was doing what needed to be done to be at a place that I could support my family. And now my face is halfway paralyzed. It's been a little depressing. Some days are better than others as far as like my moods. Either I'm happy or sad, mainly because one, you know, you're dealing with something that is the biggest self-confidence destroyer type thing, if that's a better way to explain it. Today is day 11. I don't look as bad or as noticeable as I think, so I guess progress. I don't know. Can't wait till this journey is complete. My self-confidence is getting bigger. That's one thing that I'm learning through this journey. I still wake up some days and I'm down and my self-confidence may be low, and it's not because I don't think or know that I'm beautiful. I've been giving myself that positive reinforcement, been telling myself these things, but sometimes your mind slips. Sometimes you wake up and you face the reality of all the trauma that you faced in your life, and that shit, and if you never speak about it, that shit bottles up into one big ass ball and it just explodes. People don't talk about the emotional process of going through Bell's palsy, but sometimes you'll just break down and cry. But you just have to know that it's okay and understand that you will get better. But you have to also understand that you are human, and you know, you can break down and will break down. You just have to make sure that you stay strong and that you're okay, you know? That God got you and you'll be okay. I was ashamed. I was so sad. I didn't want anybody to see my face like that. I hid it the best I could, but it was so noticeable. I was so embarrassed. I felt like I was the only person in the world that random shit just happens to. It was just like the most stressful time of my life. But I thank God for it. Because during this time, I found myself. I literally had talks with God every night. And one of the things I told him was like, if my face comes back, I will never, you know what I'm saying, like ever take for granted, you know what I'm saying, what you gave me. Period. God, we are God, everything is God, you hearing me? I just want you guys, little brown girls, to love yourself and to be okay with what you see in the mirror. You can't change it. I mean, you can go change it, but why change God's creation? You're unique and there's nobody that looks like you in the world, even if you're a twin. There's nobody that looks like you. You're unique. You're your own person. and you bring your own individual light to this world. So don't change who you are to fit a narrative or to fit an image that they made up, that society made up. I hope you guys learned something from me, and you know, just don't push yourself that hard. Love yourself, be yourself, be true to yourself, love and light. That's all I want to share with you guys. So I hope y'all lean forward into the next episode.